Hi, my name is Pip Coombs. This is my debut novel, The Hunted. This is the first book in the Phoenix series, and in this series of videos, what I thought I would do is take you through the process of getting and choosing cover art for book number 2. At the end of these videos, I will reveal the cover title and the book title. If you've actually read The Hunted, you will already know what the title is for book 2, as it's in the very back of the book. Now, I will link the other videos in this series below so that you can check them out, and hopefully you will also subscribe to this channel. This is the third video in the series about cover design for book number 2 of the Phoenix series. There is a very good chance that deciding what color this second book in the series should be will send me insane. I have just gone to my mum's and picked up folders with different paint color samples, and potentially I'm going to look at getting the Pantone color series, which is more what printers tend to print with, because I want to get this right, and I just know that if they don't look good side by side, it's going to drive me insane. So I even went as far as playing with pen lid colors to try and get a nice graded change of color. So this should be interesting. Kind of where I'm starting. It's the afternoon, so I'm in my kitchen using what natural light there is left for the day and trying to see the color grades against everything. And I mean, I really do like the color grades. The only trouble is I think I'm right that the yellow is going to be like, you're going to lose the detail in the spine. I think that you actually need quite a contrasting color to actually show up the details. Otherwise, what was the point in having the details in the first place? But I mean, I wish I had more variety of colors of these, because then I could set them up and play with them like the spines of the book covers to see how the colors all kind of grade and go if they're not going to be in a rainbow. But I mean, you can see there's quite a few for me to go through, and even then there's probably not enough for me to get a really easy idea, so I might need to get a Pantone, because I mean, there's probably a lot of you that are going to be thinking I'm overthinking this, but if they look wrong on the shelf next to each other, it's going to drive me absolutely crazy. It'd be like living in a house where someone put a frame up on the wall aiming to get it centered, and it's like not even close. It would just drive me insane. These two paint colors aren't like a perfect match by any standards, but it's close enough that it'll give me a bit of an idea to now start experimenting with some other colors to kind of get a little bit of a visual about what it'll look like with multiple different colors. Because I mean, that's the really hard part. I just can't visualize multiple spine ends all with enough color that the detail shows up that all match. So this is what I'm going to do now. This is the early stages of experimenting with green and purple. I've still got orange and yellow to go amongst other colors, but you can see from this, and I mean, these are just paint colors, but how important the tone of the green and the tone of the purple are in order to get them to match well. But hopefully once I've got everything all laid out, this will give me a bit of an idea. This is where I'm at with potentially working out the colors for the first 4 books. If I go with purple as the second book, this is an option. So this is just one of many options that I'm working through. So you've got green as the beginning, and then potentially purple as the second. And then this is if you go with the option of summer and autumn being warmer colors. That's a possibility. I mean, like I've said, there's a number of possibilities. There's a number of different possibilities for the second book, and then obviously that changes the way you would then select colors going forward. And you can just see how I'm trying to get a little visual of how it will look, and how I'm using these paint color samples to try and give me that. And I mean, you might think I'm going insane, and I probably am, but I mean, I spent quite a bit of money on my cover art. I know I spent a lot more than other people, and like I've already said, I wanted to have creative control. I wanted to be able to have a back and forth between me and the designer, whereas when you pay, $150 for cover art, you tend to get stock art images, and you don't get that many options, because $150 of a designer's time is not a lot. And I just kind of think, what was the point in doing all of that and coming up with these ideas like the detailing for the spine if I'm going to be careless with what color I choose next? Or if I pick the wrong color, like if I pick the wrong yellow, you're going to lose the detailing here, or you're going to lose a lot of the detailing on the side. So it's not just about the color flow, it's about considering things like maintaining the detail here. This is how potentially it could work as a rainbow without actually being a rainbow. But what you'll see in a second is if I divide this down into 6 books, it suddenly looks very different. And so I need to do this with all the various color options to see how I feel like it best flows, and how I can kind of get this graded rainbow effect without having a graded rainbow. This is what it looks like when you take the other colors out of it. So they're all in a pile over here, and you can see how much difference that makes when you take away that rainbow graded effect. So right now I don't love this at all, but it does give me a bit of an idea and just a very beginning point of where I'm going to have to play with colors. And I'm not going to send you all insane by taking you down the rabbit hole with me as I play with colors, but you can sort of see the conundrum that I'm dealing with right now. See, I like this layout of colors, but then why would the Gale season be orange and why would fall be blue? It just doesn't make any sense. So, this is so difficult. In terms of cover design, so where I left you off, I was falling down a rabbit hole with paint colors, and then I went back to my designer Kerry and I sort of talked her through what I was thinking based on her initial designs and what I've been doing with the paint. And then I asked her to produce like 6 rectangle block strips of color, a little bit like spines of a book, and to try and use that to show me how she was going to use color and tone to follow through the series. And then she's also given me the hex code for that color so that I can obsess over more colors. So in terms of a timeline of when this all kind of kicked off, so it was around about the 6th of August that I contacted her and she was away. It was about the 23rd of August when she let me know she was back, and then it would have been about the 2nd of September that I officially paid for the commission after receiving the quote for the work, and the 10th of September when I received her first initial design ideas, and today is the 15th. One of the things my graphic designer Kerry suggested was that while I'm going through the process of trying to decide what color scheme I want to go with, and while I'm waiting for her to make up the color strips to give me an idea about the spines of the book, is to go to Adobe Color and enter the hex code that she gave me. But because I'm tech challenged, I couldn't find anywhere to enter the hex code. But there is a little thing at the top that says extract from an image. So I clicked on that and I uploaded the image of the Hunted's cover, and you can see it came up with graded color scheme of the colors that are used on the cover of the Hunted, which is really cool because now I can really see it and I'm not playing with paint anymore. And I'm gonna save this and try and play with color grading and color tone from there to see what I can find that matches. Someone's been doing some digging. Hi, Bobby. This is Marley's little backyard cave. He's pretty much excavated this entire area himself in a bush. Thank you so much for watching this video and for sticking with me this far. I hope you're finding the process of going through color choices and just the thought process involved with choosing a cover and trying to get it right interesting. Let me know below in the comments what you think. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram @PipCoombs, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.